Alright, people have been asking me to do a review on these Gammas, so I'm going to compare the two real pair to the fake pair. This pair I got from Nike. This pair came from Flight Club. Shout out to Flight Club. This pair came from StockX. So their authenticators are kind of terrible. I'm gonna switch this shoe so you can see the tag before we get started. Right. So I'm gonna do this. So we're gonna start with the box. For the most part, the boxes are similar. I'm gonna try and line them up so you can see. All right. So if you look at the box, pardon my light, the boxes from the top, you can see the fake box. Let's line this up right. It's just a tad bigger than the other boxes. The two real boxes, these two, are exactly the same. Look, exactly the same length. But the fake box is a tad bigger. I don't know if you can tell. I mean, people say they could tell the Jumpman. I'm looking at it with a flashlight. Like, these two look the same. I would even argue that this one looks more defined, but let me know in the comments what you think. When I flip these, some authenticators say all you got to do is check the tag. If it don't move, you good, right? Excuse me. Let me flip this box. Excuse me. Flip the tag. None of the rings move on any of these boxes. Even being on the floor, now you can see when I shine the light, right? Shine the light down. They're pretty much, oh, this box is a tad. The one with the R came right from Nike, for the record. These two boxes are pretty similar, but if you look at that, that's way higher than the other two boxes, right? So when you look at the tags, CT 8014, or excuse me, 8012 047. Obviously, you want to have this. When you run your finger across this, it's like a little raised. You can feel the rivet. I don't feel it on this one though. Like, you could feel like the humps on the tags. So this one, you can't feel that rivet right here. The Jordan sign to me has one too, like where it says Jordan, Jordan.com. Okay. Now that's the box. Like I said, this one's from StockX. Their authenticators are terrible. They've been known to sell plenty of fake shoes. Flight Club is usually decent. This is the Flight Club one right here. This is right from Nike. So I'm going to flip the boxes back down. And I'm going to let you see the difference. So obviously, we'll do that. We'll throw that in there. Their authenticators, terrible. Literally, let them sell me a fake shoe. But I'm not gonna rag on them too much because unless you have these shoes, these replicas are really good. Unless you have them side by side, you really can't tell. Now, I don't know if you can see this. You see how defined that is? The paper. But you see how, to me, that's not as defined in my eyes. In the camera, it might enhance it for you, but this is more defined. Even on the camera, when I look at it, it looks more defined. I don't want to shine a light on it because I don't know if that's really helping y'all in regards to but when you look at that and you look at that, those are really defined. This in real life, when you look at it with the bare eye, it's not as enhanced as these two. Some people say going to the shoe that if it's rectangular, it's good. The replicas, they were saying that if it meets right in the middle, that they're good. That's not necessarily true, because this one's right in the middle, and they say they're more rectangular than square, the carbon fiber. But if you look at it, I don't know if you can see that. They're square, but when you look at the bottom of the shoe, it's a little lighter compared to the regular. Set that back down. I'll get into one of the biggest tails. So here's the Nike one. I have the insole out for a reason. I'll get to that in a second. When you look at it from the bottom, you see how you can't see his full arm through this right here. You could, it might enhance it for you on the camera, but when you're looking at it with the naked eye, it's not as defined. Like, you can see the ball in the lighter parts and the creases, but you can't see his arm through the translucent like you can with the face. Just to show you that both these pair are real, on the insole, they have a stamp. And then it's clearly defined on the insole. Boom. Clearly defined with the raised down here, registered trademark. Boom. That's the Nike pair. This is the Nike pair. Right here, right from Nike. Flight Club. I don't even need to pick the shoe up. So, when you look at this insole, same thing. You got the stamp. Registered trademark. Clearly visible. You can run your finger across it. It's raised. 14 raised. D raised. 14D. Raised. See, that's raised. The 14's raised down there, but the 14D's raised down here. On the Flight Club pair, Nike pair, same way. 14D raised, 14 raised, stamped. I can't remember. I'll have to go through it. I believe the other shoe was, I didn't really notice nothing about the inside of the shoe. Some people say, double stitch inside. You want to make sure the stitching is slanted. Here's the back. It's not necessarily rounded. You want to make sure that these match up. That. So this is the Nike pair. Flight Club. We're going to get into the StockX pair. pretty good. Looks similar. Got the fingers. I don't know. Fingers are kind of weird. You got the fingers there too. Like the back of this looks good too. The 23 was squared up. The biggest thing about this shoe, that I found, trying to find if it's fake or not, how I found out the difference. There's one, like I said, that paper to the naked eye is lighter compared to these two. And when you get into the inside of the shoe, even the inside is decent. I don't know. I don't want to shine too much light in there. I want you to be able to see. You got the angles on the stitching and then the gray, but this gap here seems wider. This gap right here seems wider to me compared to this, where you see how tight it is. That gap right there is a little more tighter. Even like I said, even with this one, it's tight. It's tight. Now I'm gonna get into the insole of this pair, and I've ordered from them before. I've gotten shoes that were already, they say they weren't worn, and I looked at them and they were worn. I used to work at a shoe store, so I know their authenticating people are kind of terrible. So when you look at this insole on this fake, it has the AJ 11, but if you see how it's not clearly defined, the QF's not clearly defined, not the whole thing's not raised. You know what I mean? Here, let me get the other insole so I can show you. Fake pair insole, real pair. You can run your fingers across this and it's raised a tad. This whole thing. This is even more raised, and this is even more raised. And, well, I think they're about the same. To me, I could feel this more than this. No diddy. Put this back. Pair from Nike. Not Flight Club. StockX. Like I said, their authenticators are terrible. This insole, it's not stamped anywhere. 14. MS14B. Not even the right letter. They do got like a bullshit trademark on there. Oh, excuse my language. A BS trademark on there. But if I'm not mistaken, the trademark is bigger on here. Yep, it's way bigger. You see how small that is? The registered trademark. Compared to the one on the real one. It's way bigger. Way bigger. Nike. StockX, Flight Club. Flight Club one's the same way. Same way. Up here. Way bigger. Way bigger. Shoe stamped. You know what I'm saying? This shoe's not even stamped. I don't even know who authenticated this. How did you authenticate this? You could tell it's not real. Not as defined. It's even missing the code on the bottom. So on the real pair, it has the code on the bottom, which starts with the code on the box, if I'm not mistaken. Hold on. Let me show you. So when you flip this over, 012 012. If you look at the tag inside where it says LN4, let me see, is it on the box out here? No. When you look in this shoe, you'll see, I'm trying to get it so you can see in the shoe. There you go. Can you see that? LN4M 012. So when you look at this 012 LN4, they didn't put the M. Both of these have them. This pair and this pair are exactly the same in regards to the insole, but this one from the StockX pair, it don't have that, and even the letter's different. It says B. Let me see if I can't get it. I might not be able to get it on the box. Here we go. All three. Fake insole, no stamp. 14, no letter. Should have a letter there. 14D. Clearly readable. Big copyright. QF H8. Raised 14 with the D. No Diddy. Stamped. You can see the MS raised 14. Same numbers. Exact same numbers. Copyright right there. Clearly visible. Tiny copyright. Different letter. Everything else is correct, but it's not clearly legible. So there you have it. That's my review. Like I said, these pair are fake. These two, real. And that's it.